Welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Tatiana and this channel is about career in tech, data science and data analytics. In today's video I'm going to show you how to code a solution for one simple task. This task probably is not that simple as you could assume. However, we are going to look through the process of coding and I will introduce to you some of necessary functions and also with the necessary syntax of Python that could be very useful for you in the next of your coding tasks. Do you know what palindrome is? Palindrome is a word, phrase or sentence that reads the same way backwards as forwards. For example, Madame and Madame, nurses run and nurses run. Yes, you can see it is the same reading. So right now I am going to write that function that returns the answer true or false depending on is the input sentence, the input string is palindrome or not. Okay, let's start it. There is a description for this task. Palindrome is a word, phrase or sequence that reads the same backwards as forwards. This is one I have already told you. Write a function that returns true if a given string is palindrome and false otherwise. There are two restrictions that should be taken into account. The first one, string may contain more than one word. And the second one, string may contain capital letters as well as small letters. Palindrome should be defined regardless case. This all should be taken into account further and I start to type in the function. All functions in Python should be defined through this def prefix. So def, the name of the function is palindrome. And then in the brackets we put the input for this function. The input will be one string. After that we make these things and go ahead with the function. What should be inside this function? So first of all, prepare the string. In this case we need to prepare the string to have that way that will be further very easily to resolved. So first of all, prepare the string and there is actually two steps within this one step, which is removing spaces from the string, because there could be more than one word. If there are more than one word, it means that we need to first remove spaces, because in the cycle, in the loop, we are not going to compare space with space. And I remove it by using a function that is replace. This function is applied to string and I'll type it down right now. So after this is going to be a string without spaces and I type down string dot replace and brackets. The first argument in the bracket should be what symbol I am going to replace, and the second argument would be on which symbol should be given instead of the first symbol, or the sequence of symbols actually. And the second step within the first stage is make that string be case insensitive. So I am going to do case insensitive string, and here I got string prepared that is equal to my string. To get something from suggestion I need to press tab button, yeah, stringed without spaces. And I'm going to apply the function lower that eliminate all capital letters, not eliminate them, but substitute with the small ones. And after that, I'm going to do the next stage. So far, I used two functions at my code. I think it's better to present you, to show you what is it. Okay, let's have the string I got view. Awesome string, I got view. And if I then apply function replace, exactly the same function with the same arguments, I will have this I got view without spaces. It removed all spaces. This is how it worked. And another function that I used is lore. For example, I have a string, my life is beautiful. Oh my god, probably I don't know English well. Be beautiful. Right. And I apply function lore and got what you see now. My life is beautiful. Like capital M was substituted with a small m now. This is how it works, and if we applied both functions, we got exactly what is needed before taking it into loop. Alright, I don't need this anymore. This was just for this presentation. Let's go further. And second stage is cycle for a check. Cycle for a final check. I'm going to explain it in details. What does it mean check? What I'm going to do? I will take the first letter of my string and the last letter of my string. If they are the same, I continue my check and go to the second letter and the letter before the last letter and compare those pair. And if these letters are the same, I continue my check and go to the third letter, this letter, and continue doing all these iterations until I come to the middle of my string. This is it, and this is how it should work. And it's quite efficient, this code. Let's do it in Python. The second stage is cycle for a check. All cycles are done with the syntax using for I in, and it's quite similar to other languages. I'm going to start with the first letter, and the first letter has the index 0. This is why it's here range from 0. And I'm going to continue it till the middle of my string. To get the middle, I need to take len. This is my length of the string, and I apply it to the string that was received, string prepared. And since I want the middle one, the middle of the string, I divide the length by 2. It's not an integer, but all indexes in function range should be integers. That's why I take it and transform it to the integer, just using simple function int. Okay, actually I can show you how it works. So for example, the string was ABBA, and this was my string S, and the length of the S is 4, and I'm going to divide it by 2, and I got not just 2 but 2.0. This means that this number is float, it's not integer. To get this integer, I need just using this int and got just 2 without 0 points. So this is how it works. If I have a number that is divided by 2, I don't get the middle, exact middle of the string, because it is obviously something between two letters. So I take the letter just in the before middle and right after the middle. So I won't compare one letter with the same letter. And if there is a number, the length of the string is not divided by 2, I actually don't get to the middle, because the in function actually round the float number to the lower number. If it's 2.5, it will be 2, not 3. Okay, so it was a bit hard, sorry for this. And if these letters are not the same, we stop our check. And how we stop it? We stop it by returning eventually false. This is not a palindrome. And if we going through all checks and everything was fine, we didn't return false, we can return true right in the end of the total function. So we type here, return true. All right, let's check it. I put down this function. Now I have this function. This is my prompt that couldn't be downloaded further. And now the function is palindrome, and I prepared a few tests because I need to check if my function is correct or not. How I can check it? I use it to the palindromes, to the strings that I know for sure that they are palindromes. Madame is one of the palindrome, and I use it and get true. This is awesome. Let's check on not palindrome. And this is false. This is also correct. And now I have a very difficult task for my function, because I want to put there a sentence with a capital letter and with the spaces, and look how it works. Never odd or even. And let's do it. And this is true. Awesome. This is it for this particular task. I hope that you like Python with me, and see you in next videos. Bye bye.